So what does Michael Jordan have on his toast in the morning? Space Jam. Too easy. Too easy.
Perfect.
So who doesn't love an all black Air Max 95? And this one might just be the best one that Nike have done. In today's episodes, we are looking at the Air Max 95 triple black from the Jewel Pack. And when it comes to the Air Max 95, for me, it's one of the best Air Max ever made. Probably top 5 in my opinion. Some might put it higher, and for some, it might not even make the list. But it's always been a staple sneaker in my collection, one I can wear to gym, at the same time going out casually too. And yes, it is a bit rough around the edges, but they are definitely built to last. And you can't really say that about a lot of Air Max sneakers nowadays. Of course, the first sneaker to feature the air unit towards the front, and the first Air Max to feature that black midsole too. So it definitely was revolutionary for its time, and this colorway is an absolute gem. Get it? That was good, because it's from the Jewel Pack. Gem is a jewel. But jokes aside, this did release with a white colorway too. And that colorway does look crispy clean, don't get me wrong. But the moment you step out of the house, you'll just have to start wiping them. So the black pair was always going to win. And in terms of the box this sneaker comes with, it is very standard here. The Nike red one does return. And they made it that little bit bigger. It's not that noticeable, but because of the bulk of the shoe, I guess they had to do it. Now on the product sticker itself, it does say Nike Air Max 95, and the official colorway is black metallic silver. Now these do retail for £180 here in the UK, and that's pretty much standard when it comes to the Air Max 95. But I won't lie, if you're going to spend that much money on a shoe, the Air Max 95 is a great choice. Like I've just said, the Air Max 95 itself is defo built to last. And to make it easier for yourself, I've left some purchase links down below, just in case you are after a pair. Now when it comes to the sizing to the Air Max 95, I've never really had a problem. These, like most 95s I've tried on, are a true to size fit. Bear in mind, as soon as you put them on though, they do fit a little narrow. And because it's level on the upper, they will need some breaking in. And if you don't really like that feeling too much, you might need to go half a size up. So short story long, waffling aside, these are a true to size fit in my opinion. So Nike calling this the Jewel Pack, what's different with this shoe? Well, let's take a look to see what's what. In my opinion, this might just be the best Air Max 95 in black that they've done. The leather upper on this shoe, every single layer to it just looks so premium. Don't get me wrong, there is some glue stains spilling over, but the premium leather just feels so good. I don't think I've seen it this good on the Air Max 95. Now they have changed quite a bit to this shoe. The leather panel does replace that mesh panel that we would have on a normal Air Max 95. And these lace hoops are more on the shinier side. And speaking of shiny, they've taken away the reflective panels on this sneaker, which I am pretty gutted about. Like on the tongue for example, they've gone with that straight leather and it adds that premium look to it. But I do love a bit of 3M. Now the top panel to the tongue does come in that sort of synthetic leather look. And I won't lie, it just reminds me of those old Batman suits. But it does look cool, so I can't really complain. Now the sock liner does look like it's going to hold up. Got some decent padding and it doesn't look like it's going to attract the fluff from your socks. But the insole is all blacked out here with the Nike Air branding towards the back. So as we make our way to the heel counter, another panel that they did replace in terms of the 3M, it does come in that sort of textile material. It's got the Nike Air branding towards the top, but it just looks a little bit off. Out of all the panels, if they kept that 3M, that just would have looked amazing. But the real reason they did call this the Jewel Pack to the Air Max 95 is of course that Nike swoosh. What normally is that stitched in Nike swoosh is replaced with that sort of jewel look. It is very subtle, but depending on the lighting in the room, it does actually reflect it. I didn't notice it straight away, but doing the B-roll shots, I was like, wow, it's actually changing color. So I'm defo glad they added that feature to it. Now this midsole is as rugged gets. Coming in all in black here, these are going to last you miles. Now the air units though, just like that Nike swoosh, does have that same sort of vibe to it. It's going to reflect that same color as you have in terms of lighting. Now the Air Max 95's iconic outsole does return in that waffle design. I am glad they kept it as is. So my fellow Air Max 95 fans, what are we thinking so far? Are these a buy or a buy. I was reading an article the other day from Daily Mirror, of all places, and I don't like that newspaper, but I found this pretty cool. An article from 2007 actually dubbed this the most worn sneaker by criminals in that year. And this was coming from the police and the forensics, so it was pretty mad to see. But in 2023, I can guarantee the Air Max 95 is defo still going to be up there. The likes of the Air Force One and of course the Jordan 1 will probably be there too. I don't know why I found this cool, but at the same time it's just something I wanted to share. But the Air Max 95 though is one of the best sneakers Nike have ever produced. They don't get too much respect in terms of comfort, but once you wear them in, they are defo hard to take off. For me, it's one of them shoes I can wear to the gym, go to work in them and not feel them. You can wear them all day, and especially how I dress. I love that bulk to a shoe. But this Air Max 95 in triple black to this jewel pack is definitely the best black sneaker that they made to this shoe. Some might disagree, but for me, in terms of the premium feel and that subtle look to that jewel on the Nike swoosh, it defo adds that extra touch. And yes, the latest price to the Air Max 95 might put you off, but in terms of how they feel, it might just be worth that money compared to recent years. Trust me, if it's one thing I can defo say, the leather materials on this shoe, I was very surprised how good they were. But I'll say all that to say, broskies, you will not be disappointed with this sneaker. It is indeed an absolute buy. But comment down below and let me know what you think. Is the Air Max 95 one of the best sneakers ever made to the Air Max family, or is this sneaker an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comment. Anyways, broskies, don't forget to hit me up on the socials and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And till the next episode, take care.